We got a problem.
Do not think that victory will suffice. There are enough of them to raise the alarm and call for reinforcements.
We have to find another way. We got a problem.
Do not think that victory will suffice. There are enough of them to raise the alarm and call for reinforcements.
We have to find another way. Now I've seen everything.
Lich? A zombie scribe?
We've only known one another a few seconds, and already you insult me. Charming, I must say.
If you aren't one of them, then what are you?
I am an immortal superior spirit. And you?
So you're an Ice Lord. I thought you'd be taller or something.
I have absolutely no involvement with that bunch of cheapskate conjurers. and I would never humiliate myself by working for them, since that's what you seem to be suggesting.
Yeah? Rotting flesh, sticking out bones? You sure as hell look like a damn dead walker to me.
Tut tut. Did no one ever tell you not to judge a book by its cover? It's true that you're young, but use your wits. Would I be fighting my own troops if what you suggest were the truth?
All I can be sure of is that you're not really alive, and that makes you my enemy. And what's more, you're in my way.
Enough! I yield. This rotting body will not survive more punishment. In all my 6,000 years, I have never witnessed such power. You seem to be as unique a being as I am. What is the source of your power? What are you?
There's a demon inside me. A creature of flame that claims to come from the World Heart.
How fascinating. Even if the term demon seems to lack precision. Nonetheless, I must confess that in spite of my vast knowledge, I have no idea what this entity really is. At last, something interesting. I was almost dying of boredom. I suspect that exploring what's inside you will probably be quite exciting. No, don't speak. I'm coming with you. I can't wait to find out more about your case. So how shall we begin our newfound friendship?
I have something to do in the city. Wait for me back at the camp. We'll talk about what we think you and I are later on.
Yes, I've seen where your camp is. Actually, it's quite surprising the Deadwalkers haven't noticed it yet. However, I suspect my unannounced arrival might pose a slight problem for your brothers in arms.
Yeah, I guess with your face, they might not welcome you with open arms. Just tell them I sent you, and try to behave.
Very well. Do you know your way into the city? There's a hidden entrance not far from here. I'll show you where it is on your map.
Thanks.
Greetings, mercenary.
Yes, he's a potential ally. Don't sweat it. Yeah, had the same effect on me. So where is he? Perfect. I took care of that Deadwalker.
Really? Excellent.
What's the situation?
We've lost control of the outlying areas. The Deadwalkers have set up 2 watchtowers and are patrolling the Karilthas perimeter. If we make the slightest sortie, they'll spot us.
I see. Keep out of sight or you'll lead the Deadwalker.
Exactly. And unfortunately...
I'll be going now. Mithras, do you have a moment?
My dear, I have all of eternity.
Who are you exactly?
I am Mithras, immortal and unique.
Right. So why aren't you out there hanging out with your Deadwalker friends?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too old for that. Secondly, I find your implication that I am associated with them most unpleasant. I have nothing in common with those dead things. I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit this body is looking a little worn.
6,000 years old. Hey, you don't look a day over 250.
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, these Deadwalkers are simply corpses as they're animated by magic. Whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out. There's absolutely no similarity.
That's not so dumb. It's what allows you to go on having an effect on the world, I guess.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Though, of course, these days, it's unlikely they would stay dead for very long.
I want to ask you a couple of questions. Why did you come to Karilthas?
Why not? There's one thing you should know about eternity. It can be rather dull. So I do my very best to be in the right place at the right time. The place where it's the most fun.
Fun? You think this is fun?
Well, distracting then, if you prefer. What do you expect? I'm just so bored. The End of the World is a show I wouldn't want to miss.
What do you know about the Deadwalkers?
Apart from the fact that they're an incongruous mass of corpses with appalling bad taste that are animated through the use of magic, nothing. I can tell you that the power necessary for their creation and to keep them working is far beyond the magical abilities of any of your contemporaries. And since it's obvious they are incapable of any decision-making or strategy, they are clearly being controlled from a distance. All of which suggests the Ice Lords who are controlling these things are rather powerful. Something, I grant you, quite difficult to believe when one saw them start out at the same pitiful level of incompetence as their brothers, the Red Scribes.
In 6,000 years, have you ever seen a situation as desperate as this one?
Honestly? Well, no. You are, as you might put it, fucked. Or at least the mortals seem to be. But you carry something within you that may modify things somewhat. And it is this seemingly insignificant detail, this flap of a butterfly's wing, which may eventually change the apparently manifest destiny of the world as you know it. This demon, as you call it, has never before walked the earth. Neither he, neither it, nor any other of its kind. If they had, I would know of it, believe me. Consequently, and in spite of the evident futility of such a sentiment, there may be grounds for you to feel a slight glimmer of hope. That is, of course, if it is your desire to avert disaster.
Well, that's comforting. What happened to the Elven King?
I think he was simply lacking in strength of will and determination. They transformed him into an Arch-Lich. It's a particularly delicate and extremely dangerous magical process that could only be performed by an Ice Lord. It can only be performed on an elf, and then only one who is desperate to live.
How so?
Elves have many flaws, but most of them do have a very profound sense of duty. If an elf believes he is going to be tortured to make him reveal the secrets of his people, for example, he can literally will himself to die. It would seem that this king was desperate to continue living at any price, rather than dying with honor. That is what allowed them to turn him into an Arch-Lich.
Hey Mike, what's up, man? How you doing?
Do you have any idea about what I am becoming?
In all my long lives, I've never seen your like. Even the term demon seems to be designed to cause confusion. I have seen real demons when I lived as a war drum player amongst the dwarves.
Dwarves are just legend. You're yanking my chain.
It would be churlish to mock someone when it is so easy. Thus the dwarves did exist, and I was once one of them. They used to use these little creatures, barely the size of toddlers, in their enormous forges. They were little red creatures with tiny horns and a wicked air about them. You see, they were able to survive in
AZ's
the
doing
flames.
dishes.
The dwarves called them demons. You look a little like one of them. Only much
Don't
bigger.
worry, Cole,
And
he can't
have
hear
even
you.
more pronounced affinity with fire.
I have the audio
Reserving
sharing
judgment
off.
about the wicked attitude. I believe this affinity with flames is no coincidence. You are clearly a response, a weapon, and your purpose is to face the Ice Lords. It is entirely possible that you are the fruit of an attempt to rebalance the forces of nature. Alas,
You got any plans
I
today,
have
Mike?
no idea which entity is behind all of this.
How are things with Sybil?
What a charming young girl. Her hunger for knowledge reminds me of myself in the distant past, when I was young and still living in my first body. I imagine that if I still felt any physical desires, I would happily give her a good few hours of one-on-one experimental physical training.
Well, if you get the chance, you're more than welcome to just hop on PlayStation, talk with us, if you get the chance.
Talk to you later.
Well, well.
Show me what you have to say.
Well, that's alright. None of us are. It's just me, Cole, Dave, and Monty here. None of us are really doing much. Dave's on the Final Fantasies. I'm sitting here on Bound by Flame. I love 7th gameplay. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, man. That sucks. His son broke his wrist today. Yeah, that's not good. That hurts. And it sucks too.
What is it, Vulcan?
I wanted to, let's change this. I have to go.
I've only broke my wrist once when I was a child. Actually, no, Monty, it was not. If you're wondering why you can't hear Cole in them, because I have audio sharing off, because Cole planned on getting my video banned. Well, I guess I'll go ahead. I guess I'll go ahead and put it on share party audio. 'Cause why not? Say hi, guys.
Hi. How you doing, little guys?
Oh shit! Oh my God, who's bitch smacking me? Oh shit!
Oh shit. Jump said shit.
Well, it's fine. I say shit fuck damn in my videos all the time. Plus, the game I'm streaming right now has a lot of cursing. A lot of cursing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The game I'm about ready to get on has got no cussing but a whole lot of death.
Mike says, "Hey, what's up?"
What's up, Buttercup? Getting your dishes done there, Buttercup? Put you in a French maid outfit, Mike. Make you
Bless you, Dave.
Frag Ninja punk boy.
How many times have I heard you get be sick now?
I got sick because when he was at school Friday, a guy at school got him sick.
I feel like you're always sick.
No, most of the time it's his allergies that get him.
Yeah.
Ah, true that.
This time he's actually sick. Oh, jumped. They're putting in a new tank.
I forgot to get a teammate. No, she's here. Where is she?
Plus, we all know Hyde's sick in the head.
Oh yeah.
We all are a little sick in the head. That's why we're frag ninjas.
Where are you, Edwin?
Even jump.
No,
Jump's
I'm
the
just
sickest one of all of us.
I'm just busy thinking about why I had my shirt on.
I'm surprised you ain't sitting in your room naked.
Yeah, I'm going commando.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
I'm in basketball shorts. I don't need somebody.
I'm in basketball shorts too. That shocks me that Hyde in basketball shorts.
not ready to die. Bring it on, fat ass. It is here. Get back, Edwin. Get back.
Back, Ralphie's.
You know, I'm actually quite curious about why the hell they had to detail the asses of these guys so much. I feel like taking a picture of them and just screenshotting you guys up.
Man, why do we want us to pick some guy's butts?
It's not really a guy, it's just a really fat creature.
Oh.
With really big bellies too, like overly fat bellies. It droops down to the knees.
Whoa, Lord.
Blow your nose.
Blow your nose gently all the time.
You should never blow your nose with your mouth open.
No,
This shit is grave.
that would be
We'll be
bad.
lucky if we find any survivors.
Really? Same fucking item over and over.
Uh-oh, jumps are coming for you.
That's an ambulance. Actually, no, that's a fire truck.
You told the firefighter at the fire truck. Yep.
Sometimes I forget that you were a firefighter.
Still am. That don't change until I get like 80 years old and can't do it no more. Come on, give me some good, give me some good, give me some good. Oh, it's taking a long time. That means I'm going to get a good transformer. Oh yeah. Tier 3. 3 stars. Yay. Oh, it took too fast. Damn.
What are you playing, Cole?
World of Tanks.
World of Shame?
If shame for you, it ain't for me. They added a tank.
Nice.
Yup.
You know, the only thing I hate about World of Tanks is when they add one tank that you can earn, they add like 5 more paid tanks that would take cash only.
Not this time.
Oh wow, surprising.
Yeah, that's what I said. They added a whole new line to Japanese.
Well, they get
so
light.
Instead of having just mediums and heavies, they got light tanks now too.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
That's
what I said.
The biggest thing though I truly hate about World of Tanks is how much they force their player base to pay money for premium, because I mean it's bullshit on how once you play tier 8, unless you do great and win, you lose money.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, you can buy 30 days of premium for like $15 maybe. It's no different than Warframe. At least World of Tanks, it don't cost as much. You buy a Prime pack, you get all the new Prime stuff.
Yeah, but at the very least
$60,
though,
$70.
at the very least for Warframe though, you can craft that yourself without spending any money.
Well, that's true, but only thing I get is premium for 30 days, and then guess what? In them 30 days, like I make so much money for getting that money. I could turn around and buy 5 tanks, those tier tanks, if I wanted. Just all depends on what you feel like. You know, because you've had World of Tanks.
Yeah, I really hate their pricing on tier 9s and tier 10s. It's just way over the top.
Oh, it is. That I agree with you 100%.
And the fact is, like, if you don't have premium, it will take you months of non-stop playing to get enough. Even if you do, you're still playing for a fucking long ass time. And dear God, if you lose a match on a tier 9, get ready to lose some cash, buddy.
Oh yeah. I know that firsthand. Cause I got those 2 tier 9s. I missed one round and I lost $5 grand.
We need help.
Off of missing a shot with one shell.
Yeah.
Look out!
It's like Jesus. Good night, Irene.
You there!
Jack Tiger 88.
Down. There's still patrols around.
I'm gonna have to
We're
get
looking
him
for
right
the
in
other
the
members of the Freeborn Blades. That mean anything to you?
The what? What's that?
Oh.
The Freeborn Blades, a mercenary company.
Huh. Yeah, I heard of them. I think they're in the southern part of the city. That's where the king was last.
You think the king is there too?
I can't be certain he's still there. Maybe he's been captured.
Alright,
I can only
you
hope
don't
that
wanna
he's still
shoot.
alive.
Really don't want to. I will come up behind you and murder you.
I didn't feel myself from earlier. Yeah, no. Oh no, I got kickback to the egg.
That's what I thought about it.
Maybe,
I've been thinking about lately re-downloading War Thunder just for some plane matches.
the box stuff, and then I add characters. So that they're
Got it.
they're one of the golden one. And then I got one of the speckled ones. Yeah. That nope, I got that. Jake was the first thing before I got anything else that I did. Oh yeah. That me too.
Oh shit.
I think our healer died or QQ'd.
What?
Rage quit.
Really? That's sad.
We seen
Yeah.
that firsthand with Jump the other night.
Yeah, when it comes to a certain kind of game, I can't help but rage quit. It's not online games. Online games are easy. But no, like when it comes to like arcade fighting games, yeah, especially when the AI is fucking screwing me. The other one is any game made by the Souls creators. So Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, the DLCs, Bloodborne. Yeah. I'm sure Monty can vouch for me. I'm sure he's had to rage quit a few times.
No, I don't rage quit on those, because if you do, you'll
bullshit.
never get anywhere.
I call bullshit.
Nope.
Don't.
I call bullshit. Bullshit.
You
Nope.
can call bullshit all you want, because that's what you're spewing out of your mouth right now. Monty
You-
don't rage quit.
Don't let him bullshit you.
No, it's
The only
not.
time
He
I
don't
quit is
quit.
whenever I didn't even really want to play it in the beginning. I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Ooh, yeah.
That's why you don't ever see me get pissed off at COD.
Okay, I don't get pissed off at COD in the first place either. For one thing, I'm the troll on there though. I am the troll.
If I'm gonna get mad at a game, it's gonna be because fucking, not because I did something. It's gonna be because the game fucking sucks.
So, you're saying COD sucks?
No, because I don't get mad at it.
I just had to say that.
When you
No.
start getting mad at a game, you just might as well have not have bought it.
I've gotten mad plenty of times at Injustice 2, but I've put so many fucking hours into it.
No, you see, I shouldn't have bought that game. That game is kind of cheap.
You don't like Injustice 2?
The AI are fucking assholes.
Yeah, they can be. They can be. I'll
I could
fully
have had a
admit that.
pre-order.
Although that's actually one of the reasons why I rely on my Joker when it comes to the highest level shit. Because I know every fucking combo to him. When in doubt, rely on your best character.
When in doubt, shoot jump in the head. I got me a free thank you.
No.
Yep.
Oh no, not that. I got knocked over. Interrupt, bitch, interrupt. You get knocked over. Yeah, that's right. Don't do it. No. Run. No, I don't want to die. I'm too young to die.
Accept your fate.
Fatality.
Oh god. No. Run. Run. Edwin, you are gonna fucking die.
God talks about us cussing and he freaking fuck this, fuck that, fuck,
Because
fuck,
that's
fuck,
fine.
fuck, fuck.
That's fine. I cuss some other perfectly. In fact, actually, like I said, the game I'm playing has tons of cursing in it.
Fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck is a word and it's all fucked up.
I should actually make a counter to see exactly how many times it says fuck in this game.
You know what, Jump? You should have a swear jar.
No,
So
I
every time you
shouldn't.
say fuck, every time you say fuck, you get put a quarter in the jar and see how many quarters you get by the end of the day.
No, I'm
He
good.
can't afford it.
I must save our king.
He couldn't. I know he couldn't.
I once tried to not curse for an entire day. I lost it after like 6 hours because I unconsciously cursed.
I don't know, but it doesn't look right.
It's a part of my vocabulary. Sometimes I don't even remember what the hell I last said.
Son, my boy.
It's more funny when he's drunk.
Can it be you?
Because then when he curses, it's not, it doesn't sound like a curse. It sounds like
By
gibberish.
all the gods. Father, it cannot be. Do not look upon me. I am so sorry. Do not stay here. Take the crown and leave this place. Oh, Father, but what have they done to you? I surrendered. Lord Blackfrost told me that he was slain. That Marshal Gilbert's army had left no survivors at Bastion. I had not the
Those
strength
little Chinese
to
things are
even
pretty
raise my
strong.
sword. And so he changed us, remade us, the other nobles and I, and all those who had taken refuge in the palace. He wanted me to witness our end, so that I would live without defeat and news of your death for eternity. But you are alive. You live. Your mother and I are so relieved to know you live. Mother? But how can I release you from this curse?
I killed 2 people. I'll take it.
If you only knew how sorry we are. We are
I was kind of ticked that they nerfed our tank, Joe.
Nameless.
You must slay us. We are just
They nerfed it.
Yeah, I know.
we're suffering. Hear this scream.
It still performs quite well. It just it performs still quite well. It just doesn't perform as godly as it did before. I mean, you're talking about a tank that could take on tier 10s and bounce them.
If you want me to.
Yeah.
Busy, my boy. Whatever you decide, take the crown.
Ooh, I forgot I got nutty butters up there.
There is more power lying hid in this twisted corpse than in a dozen juggernauts. I will not stand by and watch those blood-sucking necromancers steal it from me once more.
Sire, please step aside.
Naughty bus.
But what are you doing?
I'm taking back the power that was stolen from the World Heart.
How dare you? That is my father, the King of Caralthas. I have to perform the funeral rite to free his soul. Have you no respect? Respect for him that joineth with the Deadwalkers? Ha! I think not.
We have to get back to the camp before the Deadwalkers come for us. The death of one of the Liches is bound to have gotten their attention.
I will come soon. I must first perform a ritual to free my father's soul from this unholy carcass so that it may stay with me.
I'll wait outside.
But you can say what you want to. I went ahead and turned off audio sharing. He's no longer watching. Monty's over there swearing. Oh my god. A wall? Not a wall! Not the wall! Oh my god, the wall. I'm an asshole.
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I do?
Thanks. To wait for Aranul. Not in his condition. The Deadwalkers will be scouring the city to find who killed their Lich. We gotta get back to the camp fast.
Dost thou feel the power of the World Heart flowing through us, since thou didst absorb the Lich?
I feel a little stronger, but it's not enough.
Yes, it is far from over. This power comes straight from the Necromancers, who sucked it from the World Heart. We must starve them.
Vulcan? Hey, are you still there, Vulcan?
I am me. And more than me. That's what counts.
I suppose you're right. I don't really care what you are at this stage. The only thing I need to know...
We have common interests, and the same enemies. In as far as I happen to have inside me our only hope of victory, killing me would seem to be a pretty stupid strategy. What's more, I'm not even sure you could.
Don't get smart with me.
I wanted to ask... The Blades who were...
I hope so. I really hope so. Generally, the I...
Let's change this. I have to go. Hey, Buffalo. See nobody's men it?
Not before.
I'm going.
They attacked the wrong person. How dare they condemn our king to such a macabre? It's time for us to repay the Deadwalkers in kind. We're going to launch a massive assault to take Vulcan. We will need you, and we have to send a small group. This is our best chance. Blackfrost.
This prince is a stupid dreamer, but a useful one. If he attacks, he will draw the necromancer's eye.
All right. Count me. I don't intend to take part in the fighting to retake the city. But your last stand coincides with Blackfrost should find your army fascinating. He'll send a large part of his and as it appears that his realm is one of the paths to the World Heart, that'll clear the path for me.
I would have preferred more assistance, but that'll have to do. This will be...
If you say so.
Thou knowest that Blackfrost's palace will take us to the World Heart. Yet still thou dost waste...
The knight would like to talk to his friend about an ancient ritual. For it is said that wisdom and strength often reveal themselves through the...
A ritual? Considering what happened to me the last time I was at one of those, I should probably listen to you. So what's it about?
Where the knight comes from, the bravest warriors are permitted to take part in a dangerous but powerful rite. They must search for special ingredients to make a potion for themselves that they then drink. Only the very strong survive. But if they live, they gain the experience and skills of many warriors long dead, and thus each of their blows becomes more deadly.
And you did this? This potion?
Yes. The knight accomplished this ritual many years ago, and he carries within him the wisdom of all the great warriors of Alkander. It made him much stronger, and he is sure that if an exceptional warrior was to go through this same ritual, the effects would be many times more powerful.
Uh-huh. So it looks like I'm going off looking for outlandish ingredients again. But hey, if it's for a good cause...
The knight has prepared a list. His friend must now search for all the ingredients written on it.
I'm on it.
Sounds like someone's playing Injustice.
Vulcan, come here. I need to talk to you. While you were in the city, the Deadwalkers, apparently, they can't just... I'm afraid. What's really troubling is that these disappearances pretty much correspond, even if it's just as possible.
And why can't it be one?
Why would he do that? And above all, why would he wait until now to betray us?
I can see a whole bunch of reasons that could make a desperate soldier sell out his side right now. But to be perfectly honest, I just don't feel like wasting my time explaining them all to you.
Fine, for the sake of argument. Will you help us carry out the...
I'll see what I can do. But if it turns out the traitor... An undead? In our camp? Aren't you afraid it'll communicate with its masters? Sir?
It's a calculated risk. Your friend Edwin told me that she can interrogate those creatures, so we captured one.
You really can do some pretty weird things.
I'm not going to turn down any information. If we can find out how to haul our asses out of the fire, I don't see how it can hurt. Ready to make it talk?
If our fire breather doesn't need me right away, I can start getting ready.
Excellent. Let's start the interrogation.
Listen, Maggot Head. You're going to tell us everything you know.
That's not quite how it works, Captain. It can't just answer questions like that. Tell me what you want to know, and I'll dig around in its memory to find the answers.
In that case, why not dig everything out, so we don't miss anything?
Even for someone as skilled as me, that could take weeks. Its brain, however limited, is like an immense archive that contains both recent memories and memories of its past life.
All right. I want to know if that bastard Black Frost really has left the area.
Let me concentrate. Yes. I see him raising the wave and turning the whole city into ice. This soldier must have been at his feet. Then he gave the order to attack, and gave orders to several powerful undead. Apparently he left right after. He appears nowhere else in its memory.
What were the Black Frost's orders?
You have to understand that this creature's ability to comprehend is limited. From what I can see, it was told to keep watch over the city. He asked to be sent living people. Prisoners. The other living people must still be alive and under guard. Other prisoners. And of course, that he be informed in the event of trouble.
Does he know we entered the city?
God damn it.
This dead thing doesn't anyway. But that doesn't mean a thing, unfortunately.
What are those powerful dead you were talking about?
I see a flying creature, like the one in the swamp, and others. The image is blurred.
So the army is being commanded by a tormentor now?
No, I don't think so. They make good spies, but poor leaders. That said, I don't see any real generals.
Nothing that looks like that one that attacked the village.
No, but Black Frost will definitely have left someone in charge. Someone he tried. I think that he... Oh no! He saw me!
Huh? Who are you talking to?
Well, well. Probing the spirits of the dead. You can well imagine that this sort of communication goes both ways. So, that's where my dear rebels are hiding, is it?
I must break the link! Right now!
Edwin, I need to speak to you.
What can I...
Hey, thanks for your help. Without you...
You know me.
Thanks.
Have you heard?
Yeah, the elf commander told me.
Now that would be priceless. If that...
Who do you think it could be?
I confess that at first I thought it was your pal who looks...
Mathras?
I agree. I realized that since he's permanently be surrounded by the scrub...
Do you think it's one of them?
It's possible. After all. But whoever the mole is, has to know their way around. Not be scared to go outside. The most likely, whatever Commander Pointy Ears thinks, is that one of his boys is a turncoat.
Considering the size of him, I doubt he caught the guy. You know, I have to go.
Greetings, Mercer.
I'll be good.
Your transformation seems to be speeding up.
Listen, it's real nice of you to worry about. What can you tell me?
He is a most unusual being.
Don't you get the impression?
Even though at first sight, such a long existence sounds and his appearance speaks for itself.
It's true that...
As far as I understand it, he regularly changes his bodies. What is really fascinating is that he is the kind of undead that was previously unheard of. We had no idea there was a being able to transfer their soul from one body to another in order to keep living. Remember that his knowledge could very well turn our vision of mortality upside down. And of course...
What did I tell you? Once they've recovered from the shock of my somewhat shriveled appearance, everybody thinks I'm highly useful.
He could really help us out. If we could only be sure he wasn't working.
You insult me yet again. Joining forces with a band of apprentice sorcerers with a thirst for power would be unworthy of my condition. And didn't I already tell you how to enter the city?
Some basic information that got you in order.
Really? What would be in it for me? Not that the company of these scribes is unpleasant, but I doubt that our simple little discussions will affect the course of the war.
I can confirm that he hasn't ever been alone.
The commander says there's a traitor in the camp, and our new friend is obviously a...
Well, I think that the commander is wrong. We've spoken for a long time with Matt. It's obviously very difficult to detect telepathic communication.
Very well. Let's talk. Do you have a moment? I want to... Let's change them. Later. You would know more about the Deadwalkers than us.
Walking around in a dead body doesn't make one an expert on all other... But I have learned to trust my experience. Something that you, despite your youth, should attempt to do also. I imagine we could quite easily reduce the possibilities. Firstly, the traitor must... Then, it must be someone who can observe your comings and goings without draw... Lastly, it is someone who knows your plans. That alone excludes a large number, particularly the undead here. In your place...
Thanks for the tip. Talk to you later.
Mercenary.
Has anyone gone by here? Any men leaving without passes? That sort of thing?
No, apart from you, no one. Is there a problem?
Your commander thinks there's someone sneaking out to meet up with the enemy.
That's terrible. Who could do something like that? Anyway, I promise no... maybe the sentinels in the North Tower.
I'm leaving.
The knight has come to ask help from his friend. A group of Deadwalkers transporting an object, a broken...
Do you really...
If the one who carries the object should escape during the assault, it would be if two should...
Okay then, I have to go somewhere.
Since you seem to have a desperate need to go out stumbling through the snow...
Can I help you with something, Mer?
Have you seen any...
Apart from you.
Are you sure?
Certain.
Wonderful. Buffalo.
What do you want?
You were seen...
What business is that of you?
I don't have all day.
I was just out on a little...
They told me that you were...
Yes. The soldier who was on watch just over there. He left his post. I followed his tracks for a while, but considering the number of Deadwalkers...
Where did the track...
Over toward the river. But don't bother. The guard already came back.
I guess that's one.
help you with something, mercenary?
I was told you.
That's... no.
You think I tell you?
All right. I left, but only once. I was following your comrade, Buffalo. But I didn't dare go very far. I couldn't leave my post unguarded, you understand. In the end, he...
Your stories are starting to piss me off. Time to die, traitor.
Anyway, we're all going to die, today or tomorrow. What difference does it make? But I'm going to come back to life. My master promised me.
Yeah, and you'll be one more dead grunt in his army. Stupid idiot.
Vulcan?
Your traitor won't be a problem anymore.
I take it.
The one on guard below our camp. Rest assured he won't...
I'm sorry for the false accusations.
I'll be going.
Escape. He must concentrate on his goal. See his prey escape. He must concentrate on his goal. That is not the right direction. The hunter who hesitates will see his prey escape. He must concentrate on his goal.
Tires monkey. You hot sauce, gross. Hmm? No, I'm just focused on my game right now. No, I understood, I just don't care.
Edwin, I need to...
What can I do?
I'm going to have need of...
You offer me...
The knight would like to understand what his friend...
That thing wasn't the king of the elves anymore. Who cares what I did with it?
It was still the body of a king, and to desecrate it thus was to sully...
I found the ingredients for your...
The knight thinks that his friend is in for a...
I'll leave you.
Vulcan! Is that you? Help us get out of here!
Head to the southeast. You'll find an entry. Take that passage. And then look for an...
Got it. There's another camp of prisoners over there in the west. Do you want us to...
No.
See you back at the camp.
Gonna need it. Go to the support pillar in the southeast of the city. You'll come out near the cliff. Follow it and you'll come to a rift. Go in. The elf army is there and they'll take care of you.
Thank you. See you back at the camp.
That's right. Calm down, Smith, young.
Our side?
Fool. If I had wished him ill, his bones would eat.
Oh, I heard you managed to get back my equipment from the...
I'll keep it for now.
Look, I know I can't make you give it to me, but please bear in mind what...
Given the shape the army's in, I doubt you could work miracles for them. I'll be going.
Look, rumor...
Yeah.
So you have the famous hammer of Thum?
So it would seem.
It's legendary, you know? I could work wonders.
All right.
You won't regret.
Have fun with your new...
Hello, Volk.
Let me see.
Get your shit packed. We're getting out of...
But Captain...
Listen to me. We have no chance against the dead. I didn't lead the company here to save this city. The only reason we came...
God damn it, Captain. This is an important battle. You have to... There is a creature in the city that I have to face and absorb.
You wouldn't dare.
Really? Then by the laws of the Freeborn Blades, I challenge you for the leadership of this company.
Very well. If that's what you want, come and get some. I'm done with giving away free gifts.
always knew it would be you.
You didn't leave me any choice.
This was well done.
Let us go and seek out Prince Arundel. We must make haste to plan our attack.
I have nothing to say to you.
We have to reach an agreement on the assault we're going.
Very well. Our strategy... I'll be attaching a group of...
That's out of the question. The more of us there are, the greater the risk that we'll be noticed. I'm taking it...
I would very much like you to have someone I trust with you.
Huh. She'll be...
I could go with you.
That's a pretty good compromise. With the three of us, we stand a chance. What do you say?
I agree. I'm counting on you, Relmar, to remember the interest. You need to sneak into the city, get to the drawbridge, and lower it. Then you can open the gate for us. I will personally be leading our army, and I'll enter the city as soon as you've opened the gate. I think that the...
Once the gates are open...
Are you ready for the assault? There must be neither distraction. We won't have a second chance.
I still need... Damn, it's freezing here.
I've spent many winters in libraries with no heating, which reminds me...
I saw...
Not...
We'll deal...
Vulcan, I hope...
I'll be good.
Mercenary.
I'll be good. Edwin.
What can I do?
Thanks. I still...
It's them.
What's that?
We've lost...
I see. I'll be...
How can I help?
How did you get out?
I don't know. All I know, I just had the time to grab them. Sometimes...
So that business...
You'll never know. Maybe I would have woken up...
We should talk.
Are you... There must be neither... We won't have a...
I'm ready. Edwin.
What can I do?
Thanks.
We're almost there. We have to head for that drawbridge.
Ah!
We're not alone. What the hell is that thing with all those legs?
It is a concubine. Lord Blackfrost has always had somewhat unusual erotic tastes. Why would she be here, unless she already knows of our plan?
Curse them! Look at the support pillars. They crawl with deadwalkers.
A trap, and a good one. Your little friends will be taken from the rear, if you'll pardon the expression.
We must prevent it. We have to hurry to open the drawbridge.
I say we must not. This concubine has given us an opportunity. We must attack her while her troops are busy elsewhere. These are creatures of great power. You must absorb them one by one if you hope to stand against Lord Blackfrost. Those other men are already as good as lost.
Do not heed the words of this witch! If you do not open the bridge, all our soldiers will die, and this war will be over. I do not believe you even have need of this misshapen beast's supposed power. This evil whore is twisting your mind. She wishes to weaken us. From the beginning, she has been hiding something from us, and it will go ill for you if you trust her.
Really? I would have hoped for a little more affection from someone who spies on me when I bathe.
Edwin is right. There's nothing we can do to save those elves. Whereas we may never get another chance to attack an unprotected concubine.
Why, you... traitor! I know not if this is your idea or that demon in you, but you are worth no more than this dead living scum.
Calm yourself, Relmar. Open your eyes. This is our only chance.
Shut your mouth, witch! It is you that has turned his head, and I shall hold you to account for every one of my lost brothers.
So, did I lie?
Not this time, wench.
Why does it not surprise me to find you behind all this?
My Lord Blackfrost.
I'm happy to see you have survived your exile. I knew you would come to appreciate the real value of your chance to rediscover a simple life. The life of an ordinary human. And oh, what a charming dress. Completely your style. It suits you wonderfully.
I know. You, however, do not look quite so well. Why the mask?
Oh, you know, there was a sort of sudden power cut. As though someone had siphoned off the remaining fire from the world heart. It left a few marks. Our poor Crystal is particularly upset. But I imagine you know all about that, my dear white lady. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just white now, isn't it?
Know about what? That the whore Crystal is upset? Truly I did not know, but I confess the news delights me. Be assured, this is just the beginning, my dear, dear traitor. You will soon be much sadder than she is.
Ah, women. So ungrateful. I would have been so much wiser to make you into one of my concubines. But, hey, it's never too late. You owe me one after all. And I have missed you so much.
Hey, I hate to interrupt your 2-hour romantic reunion, but I'm losing the will to live over here. I didn't become a mercenary so I could listen to a lover's quarrel.
You little upstart. Surprises. These powers of yours are interesting. Nonetheless, you just aren't in the same class as a Lord of the Frozen Shadows. It wouldn't be sporting of me to eliminate you so early in the day, but you do have potential. I will leave you a little time to build your strength. When you think you're ready to face me, come to my domain. We will finish this once and for all. Oh, if you need directions, ask your charming friend. She knows the place well.
I suppose that could have gone even worse.
Yes, he could have slain you with ease, if that's what you mean.
And turned you into a zombie sex toy. Why do you think he didn't do it?
Indeed, it is troubling. We must believe he is interested in you. I imagine he seeks a way to seize the power that drives you. Doubtless he hopes to use it to rule the other Ice Lords, or destroy them.
After all, that's what you do, right? My white lady? Or maybe that's what you've been planning ever since we met.
I have nothing to do with them. You heard what he said. They exiled me, cast me out, unprotected into the wild, after having stripped me of all my powers.
All the more reason to try and get mine.
Don't be so foolish. If I was able to do such a thing, I would have done it long ago.
Great. That's reassuring.
Take it as you please, but you are my only hope of taking revenge on the Ice Lords, even if it's not by my hand. We're on the same side.
We'll talk about it later. We shouldn't hang around here. Any idea where Relmar went?
Probably gone to be with his own kind, what few still breathe.
Huh. I guess he felt that leaving his brothers was a betrayal.
In any case, it would be better for us to avoid meeting any elves on the way back to the camp. That fool has probably told them all his version.
We'll gather up the blades and get out of this place. There's nothing left for us here at Carolthas.
Thou drawest near. I do feel it.
Blackfrost wakes us. It is his trap.
The Necromancer craves our power for himself alone. He will not have warned the others of our approach. His trap and his greed will be his undoing.
I'm still not powerful enough.
But thou wilt so become. The domain is peopled by superior creatures that are bathed in the energy of the World Heart. Our energy. Once there, thou wilt know what to do. But be swift. I cannot long endure. Thou must concentrate upon these creatures, and waste not thy time with the others.
I will return to the World Heart when I'm ready. This necromancer is an obstacle that cannot be ignored.
No, I have had enough of this prison, of this sacrilege, of this servitude. How dare thee leave me thus? Thou art no better than they.
Wake up, Vulcan. This is not the moment.
All this energy, everywhere, we draw near our goal.
A concubine!
The Stalker!
Alright folks, I am glad you watched. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen today, and if you liked what you saw, hit a like on the video on YouTube and subscribe. I upload videos every week, sometimes once, sometimes twice, maybe even more depending on how I feel and how little work I have. Alright, have a great day. Thanks for watching.